keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Very nice, I'm looking at the camera. Very nice, good, good, good. Preloaders, VI Preloaders, welcome back to the channel, guys. Always a pleasure to have you guys here with me. And you noticed by now, or at least you should. For those of you that are here for the first time, welcome to you as well. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. And the name of this wonderful channel is Be the Boss of Your Motorcycle. Guys, welcome to practice session number 61. This is the first practice session of 2023. I want to wish you guys a happy new year, and I hope that you made a New Year's resolution to try to practice more on your motorcycle. And remember, guys, you don't have to set up cones to practice. For example, if you know that you struggle making right turns and left turns from a stop, every time you're about to go for a ride on your motorcycle, if you just say to yourself, all right, let me practice this. All right, what does Robert say? 8 steps in this exercise. Step number 1, we always know what step number 1 is. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm sure I'll do it later on in this video. And then just do it. And you're going to notice that wherever you end up, as time goes on, that distance should decrease. And that's you getting better. That's you getting more confident. And that's what this is all about here in Preloader Nation, building confidence. The 3 C's, confidence, control, because we always want to be in control on our motorcycle, and consistency, meaning practicing consistently, right? This is a perishable skill. You can't just set it and forget it. You have to continually do this. Doesn't mean you got to get crazy. You don't have to do this every day for hours a day, but it's got to be consistent. Anyway, guys, I'm out here in Pooler, Georgia. It's January 8th. It's about 40 degrees now. It was in the upper 30s when I first got out here, but it's going to go up to 66 by the time we get to, around noon. And this is what I love about Pooler, Georgia. We ride here all year. It doesn't mean it doesn't get cold here, but it doesn't stay cold, and that's the key. It starts out cold in the morning. By the afternoon, we're in the 60s, sometimes even the 70s, okay? So if you guys are interested in coming out here and practicing, all right, go to my website and click on where it says practice information, and it'll tell you everything you need to know. I also do private lessons out here as well. Everybody doesn't want to be on YouTube, and everybody doesn't want to be in a group. So if you're interested in a private lesson, same website, click on where it says private lessons. And keep in mind, there are people that don't want to practice in groups of people they don't know. But if you want to practice in a group with people you do know, of course I offer that as well. All right, guys, I have 1 through 9 out here today. Actually, it's really 10 because of the warm-up exercise. All right, no bonus exercise today because I have 2 people coming today, and I know that they can't do the maze, so what's the purpose of setting that up? However, I guess we could consider that Keyhole a bonus because I do have that out here, but really I only put that up so that I can do the intro to this video, right? I like to warm up with that. I didn't warm up, I didn't do anything else. I set everything up, I put the camera up and just went right in there and did it. It didn't feel good either, so it's always good to warm up. The bike needs to warm up, and so do you. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, but more importantly, I hope you learned from it. And remember, there's chapters in this video as well as my other practice session videos. So I know they're long videos, but remember, this is an investment in you. But the chapters are going to help you because if you don't need to see a certain exercise, you can skip to it and go exactly to what you want to see, all right? And I label them so that you can clearly know what's in that chapter. All right, guys? All right. When the VI Preloaders get here, we're going to talk to them, find out who they are, where they're from, what they ride, how long they've been riding, more importantly, how long they've been practicing slow speed riding, and how they rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed motorcycle operation. All right, let's do it.
Well,
what's your name?
Tim Marshburn. Call me Poppa D Rides or Poppa D. I've got a YouTube channel, Poppa D Rides.
Yes, check out his channel, Poppa D Rides. And I say all the time, I love this guy's channel. I love this guy, period. But he really needs a podcast. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Listen to his voice, man. He's got a perfect, as far as I'm concerned, My wife said the same thing. Perfect voice. It's calming. It's robust, but it's calming and it's smooth. I can't explain it. Anyway, I'm glad you came out, man. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
I've been riding motorcycle since I was about 13 years old.
Where are you from?
Most of my life. North Carolina.
Okay.
I grew up in Wilmington, and been in the Charlotte area most of my adult life. So.
More importantly, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
So ever since I started watching you, it's right when you first started your channel, so a little over 2 years ago now.
Okay. And what are you riding today?
Harley Davidson Road Glide Ultra, or Limited they call them now.
What year?
2020.
Okay, great. And if you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10, 10 being the best, slow speed, what are you giving yourself?
A 3.
3. All right, 3's good. Yeah. And why are you here today?
Because I want to get better at my slow speed skills.
All right, and keep in mind,
Absolutely.
Guys, Poppa D told me he was planning on coming here. I let him know it was probably just going to be him and I. And he goes, you know what? Nah, I don't want you to do all that for me. And I said, listen, if you're willing to get on your motorcycle and ride here from North Carolina, and it's not warm out, right, especially where he's coming from, then I'll get my ass up and come out here and set this stuff up, and that's what I did. But we got another V.I.Preloader here, and we're going to meet him right now. Nice to see you again, brother.
Hey, Rob.
Hey.
What's your name?
Rap.
What's your name?
Rap.
Oh, no,
Rap.
Jerry's losing his mind.
Jerry Cassidy.
Where you from, Jerry?
Pittsburgh. Living in Savannah.
Ah. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
I'd have to count it up. 40-some years.
Ah. How long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Since 04.
Okay, good. And what are you riding today?
I have a KTM 450 SMR.
Yeah, and you've been here before, correct?
Yes, sir.
What were you riding before?
KTM Super Duke GT.
You like KTMs, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I really do, but it's not the brand. They just made a couple different bikes for the kind of riding I want to do.
Gotcha. If you had to give yourself a rating 1 to 10, 10 being the best in slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Slow speed stuff. Oh, I don't know. 6.
Okay. 6 is excellent.
Wow.
Nice to see you again, brother.
Good to be here.
All right. All right, guys. 1 through 9, like I said, no bonus unless somebody decides to make that keyhole a bonus, which I doubt, but we'll see. All right, let's do it. I know U-turns is the thing that really gets you. Yep. Anything else beside U-turns?
Well, I mean, when I was here before, exercise number 4, left and right turns from a stop.
Yeah, gotcha.
And that goes into U-turns as well. So those are the types of things for me right now. With the new bars, hopefully that's going to be better. But I haven't practiced as much as I should practice those things.
Okay, all right. Yeah. And how about you, Jerry?
It's all new. That's a whole new ballgame. It's crazy. but I do understand that, I want to use your techniques on that bike.
Yeah.
One of its strengths, it's a super moto, so it's basically has street suspension and tires on a motocross bike.
Gotcha.
The rebound is real slow compared to dirt bikes, so it's stable.
Okay, good.
And that lets me use the same techniques as can be used on street bikes.
All right, speaking of techniques, and you both are V.I.Preloaders, you're not new to the channel, so you know the first 5 steps is what I want you to do all day today, and really all the time. What's always step number 1?
Make sure the bike's in first gear.
Correct. Step number 2, I know you don't know it. I don't know that.
2, let's see. Pull the clutch in, we're in first gear, so the clutch is in, back brake.
Cover the rear brake, that's step number 2, very good. Step number 3?
Preload and keep it loaded.
That's right, preload the throttle and keep the throttle loaded. Listen to the engine, that's what we're going to be doing today, focusing on that engine. That's going to help you out with those U-turns. Step number 4?
Step number 4 is bringing the throttle or the clutch right into the friction zone, right at the friction zone. Right
slowly into it. Yeah. Right before it, that's trust and believe. Yeah. Okay, but he knows the deal. Clutch. You're going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, and then step number 5, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, we're going to pick up that foot. As soon. Now, we release the clutch slowly because that's going to ensure that the motorcycle takes off slowly. So all day today, guys, we're going to leave our egos on the sidewalk. We're going to be ballet dancers out here. We want to do everything subtle, smooth, right? Nothing herky-jerky, because at slow speeds, everything you do herky-jerky, it's exaggerated on the motorcycle. So when we take off, we want to take off nice and easy. And when we stop, we want to stop nice and easy. So when you out there riding in the real world, somebody already emailed me about this, practice that. Or every time you're coming to a stop, your goal is to come to this as smooth a stop as possible. And this came the truth when we went on that ride, the New Year's Eve ride with Wood Jr. One of the people riding, he dropped his motorcycle. He said, man, I got to watch your video on riding on the gravel road again. So he didn't drop the motorcycle because of turning or anything, but when he went to stop, he stopped like this. And his foot slid out. You're not going to catch that motorcycle. So, and you get hurt like that too. So this is why we always want to get in the habit of doing that. If that's how we stop all the time, then when we get on a pavement where it's slippery or whatever, you're not going to have that problem. All right? All right. So what we're going to start out with first, guys. See where the single serpentine cones are?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to start there. We're not going to be going through the cones, but we're going to be doing short starts and stops. So this is going to be me seeing where you guys are going to be pretty good at this. We only do this once. You're going to start at a cone, stop at a cone. And when I say stop at a cone, your front wheel should be at the cone. Don't go past the cone. And it's 15 feet apart. So I'm doing that purposely because today, guys, we're not duck walking at all, right? So no matter where you're moving your motorcycle, we're always doing those first 5 steps. Make sure it's in first gear, cover the rear brake, preload and keep it loaded, slowly release the clutch. As soon as it starts to move, pick up. Even if it's a short distance, all right? And that's what we're gonna do there. Start out slow, stop slow. If you start out too quickly, I'm gonna tell you, slow it down a little bit. And that's because I'm preparing you for everything else that's to come, particularly right turns, left turns from a stop. If you can start this motorcycle off slowly, you're way ahead of the game in a lot of other things. I think that exercise, in my opinion, that's the bread and butter of so much stuff. It's so important because people want to introduce speed so that the motorcycle could take over. That's why I keep those cones closed. You don't have room for speed. So you have to be able to, and if your handlebars go like this, that's fine. Because if you feel like you're getting ready to fall, what's the answer, Tim?
Open with your hand.
That's right. Go back into the friction zone. All right? Any questions?
No front brake.
Definitely no front brake. 10 push-up penalty. All right? Of course, I'm talking about in the middle of an exercise. Any questions? All right, let's do it. All right, guys, warm-up exercise. Short starts and stops. Bread and butter, baby. All right, Tim, right here. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Good, good. Very nice. Listen to his throttle, the preload. Steady. Very nice, Tim. One more. Excellent, you can go, Paul. All right, and now we got Jerry. Love seeing different kind of motorcycles here because it emphasizes what I always say, rules don't change. Excellent stop. Look how smooth that stop is. Nice, Jerry. All right, this time start out a little slower. Good, good. Excellent, you can go park. See how smooth he is? Everything that he's doing is smooth. His takeoff is smooth. His stopping is smooth. The front suspension is not compressing a lot. He's not, you know what I mean? Both of them. So that's why this exercise is so important. And if you're still struggling with this, definitely practice this and then move on to some other stuff. All right, let's move on to exercise number 1. All right, so I'm gonna say a couple of things. Excellent. Like watching you two do that, especially you on this thing, man, it's almost as if the bike has training wheels. Everything is nice and smooth. I love seeing that. I'm telling you. Now, watching you, Tim, as smooth as you look over there, all I'm saying to myself is before we even get to the U-turn, I already know what the issue is. I don't even have to see it. We'll get to it first before I discuss it, but just keep in mind, I have something in mind that I think is the issue, which is the issue with a lot of people. Screw it, I'll just say it. You're just reluctant to lean the motorcycle going slow because you're very comfortable doing that, right? You should have no issues, in my opinion, when we get to exercise number 4. If you do, we're back to the same thing. Now that you're turning, you're overthinking it. But let me not talk about it now. Let's see what happens. All right, any questions regarding that? It was perfect, just perfect. RPM's not too high, not too low, just beautiful. All right, now we're gonna do exercise number 1. That's gonna be the the stop, and the start. That's what you're going to do. You're going to ride toward me. I'm going to be down here. You guys are going to go all the way around that island. Come toward me. I want you to go up to second gear. All right? This is not emergency braking. You don't have to go fast or anything. It's not what this is about. But what it is about is I want you to get accustomed to front brake initially, downshifting, and then when you're getting ready to come to a complete stop, finish that stop off, get off the front brake, rear brake only. All right? Rear brake only. And we understand why. Listen, at the end of the day, can we do the whole thing front brake? Of course you can. However, if you don't have enough muscle memory built in, when happens, if you're used to grabbing the front brake, that's what you're going to do. That's when bad things happen. All right? I also want to say, when you're coming toward me, if you're going a certain speed, 15 miles per hour, I recommend don't be on the rear brake only. It's not enough stopping power. It's going to take you forever to stop the motorcycle. That's why I say front brake, or you want to use both brakes, that's fine too. But at the end, rear brake only. Any questions? All right. Let's do it. All right, exercise number 1. Excellent. You can park right here. And again, this is like a warm-up for these guys. Beautiful. And listen, guys, I don't know if you can see this, but right here, there's like sand here. And this is where Tim is stopping and putting down his foot. So if he stops and puts his foot down like this is an example of what I'm talking about. If you're accustomed to stopping smoothly, this is not going to be an issue. All right? All right, let's move on to exercise number 2, slow ride. So at this point, it's like a warm-up for you guys, because you guys don't really need this. That's clear. But it's like I always say, short starts and stops. Exercise number 1. A lot of times people want to put the cart before the horse, right? You got to crawl before you can walk. And you have to start and stop your motorcycle. There's no way around that. So I think everybody should be phenomenal at that. And they're just not. So that's why we practice this stuff. All right. Any questions on that? Great. Exercise number 2, the slow ride. You guys are going to go the same way. This time, the same way you went before, coming around. Ride toward me the same way you did here. You don't have to go up to second gear this time. And I'm going to be standing up there. Stop where I'm standing. Then from there, we're going to do the slow ride. All that is reinforcing the whole starting, stopping thing, practicing that, and then doing the slow ride. Ride at my walking pace, okay? When you say you're ready, first 5 steps, we already know what that is. As I'm walking, you're riding. However you want to do that, in and out of the friction zone, staying in the friction zone, dragging the rear brake, however you want to do it, okay? Any questions on that? The goal of this is, remember, keep your head and your eyes straight ahead too, right? I forgot to say that. The goal of this is, I want you to go slow enough so that you feel like, I need to put my foot down. And then incorporate what we do if we ever feel, back into the friction zone. Remember, we don't need a lot. A little bit, that's all it's going to take. Any questions? Let's do it. Yeah, so Tim just made a turn right here. Tim's looking good. He's looking good. And like I said, he hasn't been practicing much, but he's riding. So clearly he's practicing while he's riding, whether he knows he is or not. But you have to know you are. This stuff's not going to sink in unless you consciously say, I'm going to practice this. All right, ready? Let's do it. Excellent. You can park. He's riding slower than I'm walking, so that's perfect. Very nice. Ready? Do it. Good job. And again, no reason to do that longer than necessary. If he's already way behind me while I'm walking, he's good. All right, now to the fun stuff. Trust and believe. All right. Jerry, do you trust and believe that as long as you have sufficient power going to the rear wheel, that everything's going to work out?
Yes.
How about you, Tim?
I do. It's just making it happen.
Okay, so yeah, so, all right.
Yes, I do, and It doesn't always resonate. So.
And that's actually the most honest answer that people give. Do you really trust and believe this? And they say, well, intellectually, I do. Because you know that to be the case. It's just a matter of hardwiring it into you so that when you feel that, you do it. And that's what this exercise is meant to cover. Exercise number 3, trust and believe. All right, so this is what Tim was giving the steps for before as far as number 4. 1 is always 1. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. That's down here. Come across, cover the rear brake, come up here, preload the throttle, and keep it loaded. Then we're going to come across here, and we're going to make sure our clutch is right before the friction zone. Not in the friction zone, right before. So we got a little box here, right? Now, the preload, like I said before, keep it loaded is the most important part of preloading, as far as I'm concerned. And in this exercise, a lot of times people preload, and as soon as they're getting ready to pick up their foot, they just let the preload down. You hear it go down. So that's why when you're doing this, I don't want you to concentrate on anything but the sound of that throttle and keeping it where it is. Also, I don't want you to sit there and try to prepare for this. A lot of the times people will just be sitting there and they're trying to pick up their foot so that the bike will stay up as long as possible. It doesn't matter if you pick up your foot and as soon as you pick it up, it starts to fall. If that happens, you're in the exercise. What do? Don't put your foot down, but that's what people do. They go like this and they put it right back down. As soon as you pick up your foot, if you start feeling it, open up your clutch, all right? Don't pop it open. But like I said, if you let the motorcycle go all the way down, yeah, you might have to pop it at that point. But make no mistake, if you pop the clutch on the motorcycle, it's still not going to fall if you keep it loaded. If you pop it and pull the clutch in, if you pop it and don't keep it loaded, it's going to stall. And that's when you hear, and then the bike falls. So just keep it loaded. Don't worry about that if you need it. I don't want this motorcycle to move a millimeter when you pick up your foot, meaning I don't want it moving forward. All right? I need you to feel it falling. So also don't pick up your foot and just open up the clutch. It's important you feel the sensation of this falling. It doesn't have to be a lot. As soon as you feel it, open up the clutch. When the motorcycle starts to move, then we're going to go back to what we did, short starts and stops. Bring the motorcycle to a smooth stop. All right? We're not going to just fly out. So, first gear, cover the rear brake. Reload. That's good. Clutch. Pick up my foot. That's simple. Any questions? All right. Those 2 cones right there. Exercise number 3, guys, trust and believe. And this exercise is so important because that feeling of falling is what most people are uncomfortable with. And that's why they put their feet down. And that's how they get hurt. This is going to take care of that, but you got to practice it. All right, ready?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, stop it. Done this a million times. Preload that throttle. Pick up that foot. Don't let that bike move. Don't move. You're moving. Come to a stop. Come to a stop. Come to a stop. There we go. Remember, keep your head and your eyes straight ahead. And remember, you're coming to a stop once you start. Don't move, you're moving. You're moving. Use that rear brake to make sure it doesn't move. All right, RPMs are good. Pick up your foot. Let it out. Up. You're good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. I heard your RPMs go down. And remember, if you feel, you can hear it, but also it's going to fall quicker with no power. Head and eye, straight ahead. Let it out. There we go. Come to a stop. Nice. Come around. Do it again. All right, remember, you're coming to a stop as soon as you start. And don't let that bike move at all. Just pick up your foot. Trust and believe. There we go. Let it out. Come to a stop. Nice, Jerry. Jerry showing off. All right, looking good, Tim. Let it out, good. Come to a stop. Outstanding. Exercise number 4, you can head over there. All right, excellent. There we go. Look at Jerry. You're getting ready for the slow race later on. All right, we're going to move on to exercise number 4. Right turns, left turns from a stop. Tim, you're looking so much better than before, and I can't attribute it 100% to practice. I have to also add in the fact that you were at like 10% capacity last time you were here after that iron butt. I don't think anybody will ever do that. But anyhow, you guys got any questions on exercise number 3?
No, sir.
Yeah, just great. It looks good. I'm very confident about this. Tim, I know you had an issue with this. I don't foresee that happening now. I'm not trying to put pressure on you, but exercise number 4, right turns, left turns from a stop. I always say the highest failure rate out of everything out here, but most of that is because they're not even comfortable with what we did before. Remember, all of these exercises build on one another. And if you're comfortable doing the starts and the stops and the slow ride, more importantly, which you both did excellently, that's all this is the slow ride. And then turning your handlebars, and this is where people get freaked out. But your motorcycle actually balances better with the handlebars turned, not going straight. All right, that's why when you feel like you're losing your balance, your handlebars start doing this, and you're still fine. As long as you keep power, going to the rear wheel, even turning the handlebars, it's gonna be fine, which means you can, I did a video on this, of making a U-turn without leaning for people that just, at the end of the day, fear is a real thing. It's an emotion. You can't just turn it off. So it doesn't matter how much. I would say, don't worry about it. You're going to worry because you can't control it. Does that mean you shouldn't ride a motorcycle? No. There's other ways of doing things. So that's why I made the video on making a U-turn straight up, just like we did exercise number 2. So here, 8 steps. All right, 8 steps. What's always step number 1?
Let's see. First gear.
Yes. We're going to make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. We're going to cover the rear brake, preload the throttle, and keep it loaded. Clutch right before the friction zone. Step number 5, head and eyes. What comes first, head and eyes or handlebars?
Head and eyes.
That's right. So do I need my head and eyes to make a turn successfully?
No, but it helps a whole lot.
Exactly. I don't need it, but it helps. And what I'm more concerned about is the safety. Not making the turn, but seeing what's going on before you commit to the turn, right? So, head and eyes, whichever way I'm going. 6, I'm going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Step number 7, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, I'm picking up this foot. And then step number 8, I'm going to turn the handlebars. But don't forget, step number 2 is cover the rear brake. So it's important to know that as soon as you start to move, be on the rear brake, drag it. Much so like when you're trying to bring your car to a smooth stop and you use the rear brake. You use the brake, and then if you need to inch up in traffic, you don't need to hit the gas. You just let off the brake a little bit and it'll move. So we don't have automatic transmissions, so we are keeping it loaded. That's our power, but we're using the brake. We still want to move, but not too much. It's even more important on the motorcycle because that power on your rear wheel with the rear brake stabilizes the motorcycle even more. You'll see. You don't have to do it if you just use, clutch control, but it makes it easier, right? I'm gonna let you know I'm using my rear brake as soon as I start. So when you guys go through here for the first time, I just want you to go straight through. I don't want you to lean the motorcycle at all. This is why I put higher cones here. Because, people come through here and they lean. If you lean, that means you're going too fast. I don't want you going fast. I want you going the same speed we did exercise number 2. And make this turn straight up. All right? There's plenty of room here. Don't worry about anything. Nothing to hit except the cone. After we go through it straight through, then I'm going to have you stop. You can stop wherever you want within this box. All right? I stop here. If you want to stop someplace else, that's fine. If you want to come over here because you feel like you need that space, then use it. The more you practice this, you're going to start realizing, I don't need to be over here, I don't need to be back here. But this is not a competition, okay? Wow, I'm going to have to come out this hoodie already, I feel it. Then after we do it from a stop, then we're going to do a stop and then another stop. This is, again, ensuring that we're always under control. Any questions? All right, let me show you what it's going to look like. Initially, I'm just going to go straight through first. Make sure my throttle is steady. And concentrate on keeping it there. First gear. Head nice. Straight up. Rear brake, rear brake. Now I'm good. Come to a stop. Now we're incorporating the short starts and stops, but we're turning. Head and eyes. I don't need to look down to make this turn. Head and eyes, look where I want to go. And then lastly, I'm going to come to a stop. Head and eyes. Straighten out. Stop. All right, so remember, we don't stop with the handlebars turned. All right, that's how we drop motorcycles. So when we get to the part where you have to stop, make sure you stay in the friction zone, rear brake, straighten out those handlebars first, then stop. Straight through, Jerry. Head and eyes, Jerry, head and eyes. We want to look before we commit. Keep it loaded, baby, keep it loaded. Straight through, straight through. Good. Nice, Jerry.
Keep it loaded, that's what happens.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Nice. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Keep it loaded. Now Tim's going through there a little fast. He slows down in the turn, but I want him to keep the speed. You want to stop from here? Where you want to stop? We're going to do it from a stop now.
What do you want me to do? Oh, okay.
Nice. Tim, I want you to go straight through again.
Okay.
You were coming in a little fast.
Okay.
Whatever speed you start at, I want you to stay at that speed. That's the speed you're going to turn at. So let's do that. Exercise number 2. Good, good, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're good, you're good. Straight through.
Is that okay?
That was good.
Okay.
Straight through. All right, let's try that again. You just turned too early that time.
Yeah, I got to keep my head and eyes up too. I keep wanting to look at other things instead of your
That's
camera.
it. Look at the camera, baby. Say your cheese.
I remember after last time. Look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Good. Hey, nice. Turn those handlebars. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Nice. The only reason he was that wide is because he came out of the turn early. If he would have kept the handlebars turned, he would have been kind of like right here. All right, stop right here. Straighten out. Good. All right, you're going straight through after this stop. I ain't gonna hurt myself. Don't hurt yourself. So all you're doing right here, Tim, is you're turning late. You're coming deep into the turn and then doing it.
Okay.
All right? Come back around. Other than that, he was good. Come to a stop. All right, good. And so if you're going to hit a cone, just hit the cone. Don't put your foot down. All right? So if that ever happens again, I don't care if you hit the cones. All right, let's do that again. So you're stopping. I'm sorry. You're bringing your front wheel about this far before you even turn. Okay. You could turn earlier than that, right? You could pretty much turn as soon as your motorcycle is here. The only reason you hit this before is, instead of going in straight, you came in at an angle like this. That's why when you turn early, you hit it. If you turn, as soon as your front wheel hits this line, you can turn. Don't look at the line, look at the camera.
Okay.
All right, keep it loaded. Good, good, turn. Keep it loaded. All right, so I saw what happened there. That was a balance thing. Last time. All right, what happened there?
I'm overthinking everything.
No, that was just a balance thing. As soon as you went to turn, I saw your balance was to the right. And it was just a matter of time. It was going to fall that way. In that case, if something like that happens, sometimes you can shift your weight, but pull the clutch in and let it fall a little bit. It's almost like exercise number 3 again. Just a tiny bit to get you where you want to be, and then you go back in. All right, let's try it again.
You told me that one time before too about dropping it with pulling the clutch.
Yep. But you're looking good. Let's do it. Good, good. Head and eyes, turn. Keep it turning. There we go, Tim. There we go. I want him to do it again. Tim, come back through. All right, shut it off. And the only thing that's happening with you is, that was excellent, by the way. The only reason you're that deep into the turn, as far as, it's because you're turning your handlebars like this. So you're losing space, right? If you keep them turned the whole way, like at one point you had them almost locked, but then you came out of it. That was beautiful, man. Okay, now I want you to do it and come to a stop. Head and eyes. Open up that clutch, baby. There you go, open up the clutch. That's the answer. That's exercise number 3. That's why we have to trust and believe. All right, let's try it again. Good, head and eyes. What's your strength, your rights or your lefts? We'll see.
I think
we'll find out.
Right is my strength.
Okay, try one more time. Because we're not going to stay on it all day. If it's something that he knows he has to practice, he can do that on his own. All right, remember, when you were stopping over there, you were stopping perfectly. Now over here, you're duck walking with one leg. You should be stopping just like you stopped over there. Nice and easy, okay? All right, we're always practicing it. Good, head and eyes. So you started early again. Come to a stop. Nice, there we go. Nice. Oh yeah, rights are definitely better than his lefts. Again. All right, straight through. Looking good, Jerry. Make sure you're applying light pressure to that rear brake, not too much. All right. Your rights are definitely better than your lefts. Good. And nice. Keep it loaded. Slow down. There we go. Do it again. Same thing. Nice. All right. Straight through. Good. Keep it loaded. Turn those handlebars. Keep them turned. Keep them turned. Nice. Jerry, come to a stop right here. Nice, Jerry. Head nice. Don't lean. Good, good. Wow. 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 Nice, Tim. You could just go straight through. I don't want you to do it from a stop first. Okay. So you know what? Go through, come around and do it again. Just come straight through. Tim, you're looking really good, man. Come to a stop over here.
Okay.
Straighten out. Excellent.
I can do that going left.
You could, and you will.
I got worse.
Straight through. Good. Keep it loaded. Slow down. Slow down. Not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. Very nice. Very nice. Go left. There we go. Do it again. Slow down. Head and eyes. Turn it, turn it, turn it. All right, it's turning late. There we go. Woo! All right, so when you go through here, we're not leaning the motorcycle at all. We're doing it straight up, okay? You're looking good. I got to tell you right now, what you've done already, half the people that come out here can't do that, right? And you're coming out here cold, saying you got 3 months, whatever. Also, make sure you're not turning too early, all right? So in other words, don't come at an angle. Go straight, head and eyes, turn the handlebars, straight up. All right, let's do it. Good, good, good. Slow down, head and eyes, turn them, turn them. Keep it loaded. Good, good job. Good job. Good job, man. That's excellent. Just keep it loaded, baby. Listen to that throttle. Look at Tim now, doing left turns like they're nothing. Woo! Jerry, you want to ride that? You got it. No, I'm not. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Good job. All right, last time, Tim. Actually, no, you can go as much as you want because I'm going to have him go left. Okay, so remember the goal in there, the goal is to be in the center of that lane when you make that turn. The only reason you're not in the center is because you're turning like this. You turn those handlebars and keep them turned, man, you're looking really good, especially that last one. Good use of the rear brake, nice and easy. Do it from a stop. You can stop wherever you want. All right, good. Let's do it from right here. If you want to stop further back, you could. But nothing changes that you were doing. When you start, make sure you're in the, well, what's the first 5 steps? Shut this off. What's always the first 5 steps out here?
First gear.
First gear, yep.
First gear, frictions, preloaded, keep it loaded.
All right, here we go. I already saw your hands on that. That's a 10 push-up penalty. It's a box. Make sure the motorcycle's in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload and keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. And then step number 5 is as soon as it starts to move, pick up your foot. So when you slowly release the clutch into the friction zone and you start moving slow, you're already using the rear brake beautifully. That's what you want to do. Turn the handlebars. As long as you're keeping power to that rear wheel, you're going to be fine. Don't worry about it. All right, let's try that. When you preload, listen to your throttle and try to keep it there. Keep it steady. Good. See, he already recognized it was too high and made the adjustment. Good. Keep it loaded. Rear brake. You're good. You're good. You're good. So he looked down at these cones, but he also turned late, and then he saw he wasn't going to make it, so he leaned. So he knows what to do as far as if I'm too close, I can't do it straight up. Okay, so Tim, you did the same thing, and this is what you did. What you guys are doing is you're going too far into the turn before you start the turn. So what you did is when you did that, I told you I don't want you to lean, but you looked down at those cones and you saw I'm not going to make it unless I lean. So I am happy that you know, all right, if this is happening, here's what I need to do to correct it. But just know going in, I don't want you. And Tim, when you made this turn, you were like this far away from this cone. So I don't want you to hit it, but head and eyes, you can start turning right here and you're going to be good. All right? All right, let's try it again from a stop. You can stop wherever you want. All right. So as soon as you start to move, well, not as soon. When your front wheel is about right here, you can start turning. You're good. Good. Head and eyes. That's cool. It's a balance thing. That's a balance thing. Look at my camera. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. See, he's incorporating lean. The other thing is he wasn't here for the short starts and stops and the slow ride. That's why it's so important to do those things first and get that concept down, and it'll make this much easier. See how slow Tim is going? Because we just did this. Turn those handlebars, baby. Turn them. So some of the exercises that you missed, you would benefit from. But right there, when you start out, you're starting out, and then you feel like you need to speed. That's why you're leaning. Because remember, if you're going slow as I want you to go, you can't lean. The bike will fall. So if you're leaning, you're going too fast. Don't worry about speed. You don't need speed, Steve. You just need power. Keep that power going, you'll be fine. Try it again. Head and eyes. Keep that foot up. Keep that foot up. Open up the clutch. There we go. There we go. Straight through, straight through. No lean, no lean. Turning late, turning late. Good, straight through. Good, stay at that speed, head and eyes. Turn it, keep it turned, keep it loaded. All right, Wick, it's coming along, keep it loaded. Sometimes we concentrate so much, that's when you hear the RMP, that's when you hear the RPM start to drop, because we're concentrating so much on everything else. Good, head and eyes, turn it. Keep it turned, good. There we go. You concentrate on other things so much, you forget about concentrating on the thing that's most important, and that's keeping those RPMs up. That's the only thing that's gonna make this motorcycle fall, is the RPMs being too low. Do it again. Head and eyes, good. Slow down. There we go, nice. Very nice. So even when you're making the turn, coming around here, you're like this. I want your head and your eyes up all the time, okay? All right, from a stop. Good. Head and eyes, look at, up. All right, I'll take it. Got a little bit of lean, but I'll definitely take it. Good, head and eyes. All right, now I want you to stop right here. Straighten out. Good job, Steve. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 5, single serpentine. This is impressive, man. I said to myself, he's ridden before, he just got this bike, but no. That's extremely impressive. Very little practicing, but watching. This is what I mean when I say we all learn differently, right? He said, I'm watching it, and sometimes some people can just take that stuff and make it work in their muscles. Everybody can't though, right? So anyway, we're not gonna keep sucking you off. Good job, man. Excellent job, as a matter of fact. Any questions regarding that? No. Yeah, you guys did great. And I love the fact that when I said, Tim, left, he was like, ah, and did it right the first time. Second time, third time, perfect, man. That's what I like to see, man. All right, single serpentine, exercise number 5. Very important exercise. What I do want to say to you about this exercise is, like everything else out here, speed is not your friend. So a couple of times, Steve, when you were going through here, you were coming in kind of fast, and you're coming in that fast, and there's that lean. But we always want to envision that we're on a gravel road in that exercise. And if you're on a gravel road or there's sand, you're not going to lean at all, right? That's how I want you to treat that, because that's going to ensure that you're controlling that motorcycle 100%, boss of that motorcycle, all right? Okay, this exercise is the same. We're not going that slow, but now I want to see some lean, right? I want you to lean the motorcycle in here. That doesn't mean I want you flying. This is not a ski slalom, so we're not doing that, right? See how my motorcycle is situated? I just did a video on this. A lot of people will be this close to the first cone. If you're this close to the first cone, you have to come this far before your back clears it, before you can turn. So you're wasting space. Also, you're not going to be able to lean a lot. Whereas if you start out wide, it's going to force you to slow down, because we can't go fast and lean. I'm sorry, and turn our handlebars like this. We could lean, yes, but you can't turn like this if you're going fast. Speed straightens out our handlebars, right? So you start out wide, head and eyes, straight ahead the whole time you're doing this exercise. You guys are going to be coming this way. So I'm going to be standing right here at this camera. If you don't want to look at me, look at the camera. Dip, right? I don't want you to start the turn all the way here. Start it close to this cone. And I tell people don't hug the first cone, and they comply, but then they hug the rest of them. Stay wide the whole time. So you come out, dip, dip, dip. Stay in the friction zone or in and out of the friction zone, however you want to do it. I was impressed also that when you were getting ready to go through this and you did the first 5 steps, Steve, you preloaded and it was high, and you shook your head and brought it down. So already you got these things together. You understand what's going on. You're listening to it. That's important. All right, let me run through it. Listen to my throttle. I'm going to keep it steady. Dip. 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 Head and eyes, straight ahead. Now what this is also preparing us for, yes, this is important because this skill is necessary in the real world if something's happening and you need to, I'm not talking about when you're going 50 miles per hour, because at that point, your swerve is just a push of the handlebars. You're not turning the handlebars. Here, you need to be able to manipulate this motorcycle. So this is also focusing on your transitions. I don't want you to transition like this because you're not going to make it. Transition. Show the motorcycle is the boss. Transition. Transition. And this is going to prepare you for figure 8, offset double serpentine. Well, we don't have the maze here, but transitioning quickly, right? Don't baby the motorcycle, okay? When you're moving, it's easier to do that. Standing still, then it's kind of harder to turn the handlebars. All right? Any questions? All right, you guys are going to head down there. All right, got Tim here. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. Good job. Look at me, not my cones. Tim was molesting my cones, some of them at least. Turn. See, slow transitions. We'll get it. We'll get it. You just got here. You just got here. Do it again. Too much speed, Tim. Too much speed. Head and eyes. Straight ahead. Look at the camera. Transition. You're turning the handlebar slow. That's why. Turn them. Lean it. Turn it. All right, we're getting there. Good. Turn it. Dip it. Turn it. Dip it. Turn it. Getting tighter for Tim. Good. And that's what happens. If you go into these turns and you turn late, as you go down, it's going to tighten up on you. You can still correct it, which he did. All right, that's the last apology I want to hear from you for hitting cones. That's what we do out here. Don't worry about it. So what's going on here is Tim's not going out wide enough. So you lose space when you don't go wide enough. There we go. Head and eyes, straight ahead.
I watched your video.
Jerry said, I watched your videos. See how wide he's going? He's actually going very wide. But he can do it with that bike. All right, so what's going on is you're not going wide enough. You're starting wide, but then again, as you go down, now you start you're very close to the cones. So now you're approaching the other cones like this instead of like this. So if you go out wide, this first turn you make, if you come all the way over here, now you don't have a choice but to go in like this. But don't start committing too early. Come all the way over here. Right? Lean. Start it over. Start it over. Steve, make sure you stay wide. like you're starting wide, stay wide, all the way out, head and eyes straight ahead, look at that camera, and lean the motorcycle. If you don't lean, you're making it harder to make this turn. All right, let's do it. Good. Slow down, good. So this is what I mean, guys, when I say we all have strengths and weaknesses. Yeah, don't do that, man. Trust and believe. Do it again, that's all. Good, dip. The transitions are slow. Dip it, turn it. Slow down. Good, good. There we go. There we go. There we go. When I told him dip it, he sped up. I don't need you to speed up. I just need you to turn those handlebars quicker. That was nice. Good. Turn it. Turn it. Slow down. Turn it. Good. Turn it. Good. Turn it. There we go. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Nice, Tim. Looking smooth. See right there, he hugged that one, but he's good. Very good. Very good. Stop. See, that's the test. If I just say stop, oh shit. I said stop because when you approach that cone, you were this close to it. Remember, start from all the way out. Go ahead, do it again.
One last time.
All right. Good. Slow down. Slow down. See, that speed took him deep in, so that's why he's right on top of the second cone. But he's good. He worked it out. Jerry's going really wide. Look at this. He's line to line. Woo! See how it's counterbalancing? Body straight up and down. Nice. Good. Learn it. Turn it. Dip. Dip. Slow down. Dip. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Dip. Dip. All right, it's catching up to him. Yeah. That's because the transitions are slow. Stop. So that happened because if you transition slow, or for instance, if you go past this first cone and start turning late, as you go down, it's going to get tighter and tighter, which just would mean you would have to lean more to make it. So make sure you make these transitions quicker. You're transitioning slow. Watch your speed. Not too fast, not too slow. Turn it. Good, turn it. Good. Turn it. No, you're not going wide. You're not going wide. Stay wide. You're hugging the cone. That's what happened. Try it again. If you want to. Tim, too much speed. I was about to say, see where you are? I want you over here. Because when you're close to the cone, your brain wants to go fast. But if you go out wide, you can't. It's going to slow you down. Tim, too much speed. Slow down, too much speed. Dip. Come on, dip. Slow down. See how slow that is? You got to speed that up. Good. Nice and easy on that rear brake. can't brake.
I was coming in for the turn.
I know you were. My bad. But when it's time to stop, how are we stopping? Yeah, you can grab the front brake if you're backing up. Ducks don't walk backwards. All right. Now right there, you're going nice and wide, but you're going too wide, right? So with this exercise, you have to, okay, you can shut that off. With this exercise, you have to split the difference. You can't go too fast, you can't go too slow. If you go too slow, you can't lean. If you go too fast, good luck, you're not gonna make it, all right? And as far as how wide you go, you can't be hugging the cones, but also don't go so wide. See how wide he's going? But look, that motorcycle don't turn like these, right? So he can get away with that. So what I will say is you could go real wide, but then you got to lean like crazy to keep making these turns. So we don't want to do anything extreme. So kind of split the difference, okay? All right, one more time. And you're still going past this cone. See, it's also important that we know, just like when we first learned how to drive, one of the most difficult things was judgment. Can my car fit through this? And over time, you can look at it a half a mile away and be like, I can get right through that and fly through it. Don't even touch the brakes. So it should be easy on the motorcycle to kind of determine where the motorcycle is and can it fit. So when you're coming through here, like I know when I'm pulling my trailer, sometimes I feel a little uncertain. But if I'm in the truck by itself, I'm fine. On a motorcycle, you should know I can start turning right here and I'm not going to hit this cone. But some of you guys are saying, I want to make sure I miss this cone. So you're this far away from it. Now you just tightened everything else up for you, okay? So make sure you start with this. We got to start right. If it messes up back as we go, we can still fix it. All right, let's do it. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Look at the camera. Good, 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 good. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. There we go, Tim. Woo! Look at Jerry. Wide. Wide. Got his knees tight to the body of the motorcycle. Excellent, man. All right, broken clock is right twice a day. Steve's coming through again. Nice. Nice. All right, that's cool. Like a champ, baby. Woo! Oh, it's going to be a good day. All right, guys. I'm very happy with that. Moving on. Number 6, infamous U-turn. All right, guys. Before I even start talking about this, just phenomenal. So, Steve, you said you've been riding for
3 months.
3 months. Never rode a bagger before. Never rode anything.
No, just school.
Wow. So I'm only mentioning this because it's important that everybody knows we all learn differently. So everybody's not going to pick up these things as quick as Steve is. First time we went through that single serpentine, I was like, uh-oh, here we go. Said a couple of things to him, but also keep in mind, I'm not stroking myself, but Steve said all he knows really is my channel. It's the first channel that he watched on YouTube. So that's basically what he's going by. And I told him it's a recipe for success, right? He's not going to have any bad habits. Although he did display some stuff today, but that's not a bad habit. It's not, he can't have a habit yet. It's been, you know, he doesn't really practice. So excellent job, man. At the end of that, just beautiful. Tim, night and day, man. Night and day. Once he slowed down, what a difference that makes. And you're very comfortable leaning the motorcycle, which is making me very happy. Well, I'm not even worried about this because I saw you make a nice U-turn on that ride. Anyway, and I already saw Steve make a U-turn, so I'm not worried about anybody. This guy, Jerry, just looking beautiful. The counterbalancing, it looks like your body, it looks like you have rigor mortis of the upper body. Just perfect, man. Perfect. And going out really wide. And I told him, you see how wide Jerry's going out? Don't go that wide because his bike turns different than ours, right? But great job all the way around, guys. All right. Any questions on that? All right, this is what Tim's been waiting for. The infamous U-turn. So This is 27 feet wide, guys. The only reason these cones are here, this is for Jerry, allegedly. All right, this is the 18-foot box. If you want to challenge yourself and go for an 18-foot U-turn, that's what that's for. If you don't, who cares? It's not necessary. Just go past this line. As you're approaching this U-turn, whatever speed you're at, if it's fast enough, because remember, I don't want you going fast or too slow, all right? You shouldn't be doing a momentum U-turn in here. In other words, pulling the clutch in and letting the bike just swoop through. If you do that, that's gonna be a very wide turn and it's gonna require speed. Now there's a time and a place for that. This is not it, right? We wanna be the boss of our motorcycle, which means we're gonna be in control. The friction zone should be pulling you through this U-turn. So nothing in here is extreme. 27 feet, I'd like you to be at 24 at a minimum, right? That's the goal, which I don't think is gonna be an issue today. Nothing's extreme. We don't have to lean extremely. We don't have to fully lock the handlebars. None of that's necessary. All I want you to do is when you come in here, whatever speed you're at, a good speed, stay at that speed. What comes first, Steve? Head and eyes or handlebars?
Head and eyes, I would say.
I would say you're correct, right? It's head and eyes and handlebars. And the reason it's that way, most importantly, we talked about this earlier, I don't need my head and eyes to make a turn. I don't. But if this is something you're still trying to pick up, yes, it definitely helps because you're going to go where your head and your eyes look. But the most important part, especially in the U-turn, is seeing that the turn is safe to make before you commit to making it, especially if you're going to lean to make that turn. So, head and eyes and then handlebars, right? So if I'm riding, head and eyes, I see a truck. Is there going to be a handlebars? No, it's going to be a rear brake. Right? Because I'm not going to make that turn. That's why we want to always look before we turn. And we also want to keep in mind that everything happens fast out there. So don't think just because you looked and it was clear, you checked your mirror, now you can make that turn. Stuff happens quick. That's why I'm going to turn my head and my eyes and keep them. I know what's going on the whole time. I can see the ground. People say, what if something's on the ground? Trust me, I'll see it. I don't need to go like this to see it. All right. When you guys come in here, some of you were doing it in exercise number 4. When you go to make this turn, don't do this. This is just wasting space. Head and eyes, handlebars, just turn. Commit to the lean right away. What a lot of people do is they start this thing and then they commit to the lean. Now they're way out here. Just commit to the lean right away. And again, it's not an excessive lean anyway. So I'm going to do it, listen to my throttle, watch my speed, my head and my eyes. I'm going to look at Tim because he's got a camera in his hand. Head and eyes. Now right there, I made that U-turn. I didn't use any rear brake at all. And I felt it taking me out wide. I could have turned the handlebars more, but you're always going to feel reluctant to turn the handlebars when you have too much power going to that rear wheel. It's going to, because it wants to go straight when you give it power. But just by applying a little bit of rear brake, just a little bit, that's all you need to correct that. All right, but right there, nothing excessive. And if you want to do a dip, a counter dip before the turn, sometimes people like to do that. It gives them a little help with turning, just like we just did in the single serpentine. You could do that too. After we do that a few times, then we're going to do it from a stop. And then we're going to stop and stop, just like we did over there. Reload, head and eyes. Straighten out. Easy stop. Any questions? Let's do it. Jerry's going to be using the 8th. Nice and smooth. And that's the thing, you don't have to make the turn in this box to do the 18 feet. If you don't want to worry about those cones, just do it up there. That way, if you're unsuccessful, you don't have to worry about hitting any cones. But you still did it. And that's what Jerry just did. All right, we know Tim's right turns are better than his lefts. Yeah, he doesn't want to lean it, but that's cool. All right, so we're gonna need more speed, because without some more speed, all you feel is falling. Straight through, straight through. I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, so you're reluctant to lean.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know why you're reluctant to lean?
I don't. I was
going too slow.
I was doing it without the cones out here.
I saw. And you just made one right here. It's because in there you're going too slow. If you're going that slow, of course you don't want to lean. It's going to fall right over.
Okay.
A little more speed.
And yesterday's the first time I was watching the video from the last practice, I guess, when he got hurt his ankle.
Yeah.
And first I heard you telling somebody, hey, do that dip. I've seen Jerry Palomino do that before. So I might try that.
Yeah, try it. Try it. Whatever works. Yep. Good, good. Better, better. Now, I already saw Steve make a U-turn, so. All right, he's molesting my cones with his eyes. But good job, Steve. Nice! I love to see that. All right. Hey, Steve. I'm laughing because I forgot what the hell I was going to say to you. The U-turn was good. I forgot what the hell I was going to say. I got to watch the video to know what the hell I was going to say. All right. Yeah, do it again. All right, remember, he was molesting my cones. I remember now. I remember what I was going to say now. Do it from the stop. Jerry's looking good, man. Head and eyes, Jerry, head and eyes. Yep. Man, that's much better, man. Much better. And the fact that you put your foot down, I'm sorry, out, but didn't put it down, I love seeing that, man. Fighting the battle and winning against the instincts. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Keep that foot up. I remember what I was going to say to you. I just got a call from the authorities. They reported you for staring at my cones. You're molesting them. I want you to make sure when you turn your head and your eyes, you look at this camera and keep looking at it, but your eyes keep going down. And you're still doing great, right? Let me show you something, Tim. Shut that off. So sometimes it helps to see something rather than just hear it. So, Tim, when you come in here, on that U-turn at least, you started, you did the dip, and then as soon as you went to commit to that turn, your speed is way down. So now you're kind of straight up. I want you to know that, and then when you did lean the bike, you felt it falling, this time the foot went down. It's important that you know, as long as you keep power to this rear wheel, you're going to be fine. And I'm saying that because I'm getting ready to show you, even if I put this bike all the way over so that it's dragging, I don't have to go fast for that to happen. I just have to have speed, right? Sufficient speed, right? Not too much speed, because then I can't do it. So I don't have to go fast. As long as you hear that power, you're good. So keep that in mind when I'm having you make a U-turn, that you don't have to lean that extreme. Just keep the power there. Steve, stop molesting my cones with your eyes. and everything's going to be fine, all right? Jerry, that U-turn's great, but that's not the exercise. I don't want you to do it straight up. Now I want you to lean. Okay. Lean that baby over. Because I know Jerry told me he's reluctant to lean that motorcycle, and I told him, I understand why. If this goes over, I got engine guards. I'm good. That's you on the ground with that. You're going all the way over. All right, let's do it again. Too much speed, too much speed. This is what I mean when we gotta be aware of where we are on the motorcycle too. So if you go straight and your goal is to make a U-turn and you run right into the cones here, that means you just ran into this could be like a wall. We have to be aware of what we're doing. Good, lean it over, keep it loaded, head and eyes. Look at my camera, good job. Nice, there we go. And I can see Jerry's finessing his throttle because it's a more delicate throttle than ours. He finds the sweet spot and he stays right there. Head and eyes, good, head and eyes, There we go. Come to a stop over there. Nice. There we go. Keep it loaded. Nice, Steve. I want that head and eyes turned more. Last time. After this, right turn. There we go, you're good. Trust and believe, baby. Nice.
I wanted that 18-foot.
Get the hell out of here, really? That's confidence right there. The fact that he's even thinking about it is confidence. I don't care if he tries it. If he even thinks about it, that's confidence. Nice, Jerry. Excellent. Very good, Steve. Give me a little bit more head and eyes. Good, keep it loaded. Head and eyes. You're looking down at the ground. All right, now I want you to make the U-turn and stop over there. And remember, when you make your turns, you're counterbalancing. So right now, you're kind of like leaning with it. Keep your body straight up and down. All right. Good, keep it loaded. Good. Head and eyes. Good job. All right, right turn, straight through. Now you see right there, when Steve took off, his motorcycle was going glug. Steve wasn't here for the first things that we did out here. They covered that. This is what I mean, it always comes back. It's always relevant. Keep it loaded. Nice. Very nice. Definitely more comfortable right than left. But that doesn't matter. Doing them both. Keep it loaded. Hold up, Jerry. That was beautiful, man. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I thought I was gonna get away.
No, man. It was beautiful. All right. I do want you to give me a little bit more. Like, look right at me. That was beautiful. I had to stop you. That's how beautiful it was. Okay. Guy's been riding the motorcycle 3 months. Like butter, man. Smooth. See how comfortable he looks making those right U-turns? It's smooth. Nice. Very nice. That time the RPMs were up. Good. Oh my God. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Nice, Jerry. Remember, I want you to always be listening to those RPMs. When you started out the first time, it was going glug, glug, glug. You don't want to hear that. All right, and keep them like that. Your rights are better than your lefts, clearly, just like his. All right, U-turn. Head nice. Keep it loaded. There we go. I hear his bike chug-a-lugging. Remember, keep it loaded. So important. Nice! Those new handlebars definitely are beneficial too, man. There's no doubt about that. Come to a stop over there and then you're done. You can take a break if you want. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Excellent. Take a break. That was excellent. Uh-oh.
Maybe something rapid. I don't know.
All right, come to a stop over there. And you can take a break. Very nice. All right, come to a stop. Lean it. There we go. There we go. Outstanding, Jerry. Take a break. All right, guys, wasn't that just outstanding? Oh, Steve, 3 months. Exercise number 7, figure 8. Let's do it. All right, so you guys know I always say all these exercises build on one another. So that's why even when we're doing other stuff, I'm still looking at stuff that you're doing that incorporated. And that includes starting and stopping and stuff like that. So just always be mindful of that, right? Because it's something we always have to do. So we should be like experts at it, right? Okay, excellent job, guys, in that U-turn. Excellent. And Tim, yeah, your right turns are better than your lefts, but you still make the left turns, and that's good. And the difference is the smoothness. When you make those right turns, you turn your head and your eyes, you turn your handlebars, and wherever you turn them, they stay there. So it's a nice smooth turn. Whereas when it's time to go left, and sometimes you were doing this too, Steve, you're doing that, all right? And that's just you feeling uncertain. Because you feel, whenever we feel like we're going to fall, we want to straighten out the handlebars. When really all we have to do is that, and we can just go around in a circle if we wanted to, right? But just outstanding job. Dude, you're just so far ahead of the game right now. It's just, it's like unbelievable. All right? Okay, exercise, any questions on the U-turn? I mean, U-turn? No? All right, Tim, and I'm telling you, man, those handlebars definitely are making a difference. But clearly it's not just the handlebars. It's you incorporating the technique and stuff. And the fact that you even thought about the 18-foot U-turn, and this was doing left turns, that's the C word, that's confidence, because the thought of it is confidence, even if you don't attempt it, because most people ain't even thinking about it, like, no, never gonna happen. And I have to say this, we still haven't met Steve yet, but we're gonna do that. Maybe we'll do it on the exit interviews. But let me just tell you something about this guy and where his head is. I already told you that he just started riding, 3 months. My channel is what he knows, and that's basically what he's following. But he rode here from Florida, 3 hours, correct? Approximately. Cold as hell. He's never ridden on the highway before, right? It was 40 degrees. So because he's new to this, he thought he can get away with just wearing, you know, the bare minimum. He was frozen, right? But I want you to think about this. Brand new rider, never rode on the highway, cold day. And what was his first ride on the highway? Pooler, Georgia, to practice. Where does that tell you his mind frame is? Oh my God, that's a model of a V.I.Preloader right there. Exercise number 7, guys, the figure 8. Now, when we did exercise number 5, I told you guys, those transitions is gonna come in this exercise, right? Meaning don't transition slow. This is the same width as that U-turn box. So I'm not worried about you guys making a turn. What I want you to do though, is when you come in here, I want you to come all the way over here. Put your wheel right here. I'm saying this because I don't want you giving up any space. You guys could give up a little space because you've already showed me you don't need 27 feet, right? When you get right here, see that green cone? Head and eyes, I want you to look at it. Stare at it, I want you to be obsessed with it, but not for too long. Hold this turn, hold this turn. When you get up here, 12 o'clock position, now I want you to look at that green cone. And I want you to hold this turn. I want you to go for that cone. Hold it, hold it, hold it. I'm still looking at it. Don't start turning out because we're not going to the corner. That's the corner we start at. And after that, we go into the sides. Hold it, hold it. When you get about right here, transition. If you transition too late, you're going to end up, you're not going to make it, right? If you transition too early, now you're going to give up space. So it's a timing thing. Now, go back to that green cone. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. 12 o'clock. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Don't start coming out. Hold it. We're doing a fat figure 8. Right? Not a skinny one where we're doing this. Right? Going out nice and wide. Just like what I wanted you to do here. I wanted you to go wide. That's what we're doing. You're going to do that twice. And then head for the exit. Now, if this is too tight for you and you feel like you can't make the second turn, I want you to make the first turn. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And the goal is to hold that turn and make that turn tight enough where you can exit on this side of this green cone. That's if you don't want to do it all. Because if you could do that, you're way ahead of the game. That you have a ton of space now to make that right turn, which the right turn are both your strengths. So I don't think that's going to be a problem. All right, but sometimes people overthink this because there's no, you're confined in something, but you have plenty of space. 46 feet long, 27 feet wide. Any questions? Listen to your throttle a couple of times. You were doing the click, click, click thing. So make sure you listen to your throttle. Don't go too fast. Don't go too slow. All right. I know Jerry could do, well, we can all do this straight up, but that's not the exercise. All right. Head and eyes, hold it. Head and eyes, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Nothing scraping, nothing severe. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. And even if I do it in 4 boxes, same thing, hold it, transition. Questions? Let's do it. Good, good. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Good. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Transition. All right, that's good enough, good enough. Good job, Tim. I can feel the confidence coming off of him. Good. Head and eyes, head and eyes. Nice. Nice use of space. Head and eyes, Jerry. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Look over here. Good. Gave up a lot of space at the top of that circle. So now it's going to be tight on this weak side. All right, stop right there. All right, so when you made that second turn, you gave up a lot of space at the top of there. you don't want to do that because then your next turn is on your weak side. So you don't want it was gonna. And when you're making the left turn, you're zero lean. You're doing that straight up. But I don't care. As long as you get through this, that's fine. Gave up a lot of space at the top. But he's still good. Wow, that's excellent. Come on, come on. Keep it eyes on me. Come on. Transition. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. You're good, you're good. He gave up all that space and still made that turn up there. That's impressive. Good, keep it loaded. Good, good, good. There we go, it's better. It's better. Keep it loaded, you're good. You're good. Good, good, come to me. Come on, come on. Transition. Come on, you're good, you're good. Coming out of that transition. That's the tough part for Poppa D. Head and eyes, Jerry, head and eyes. There we go. Good, good, good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. There we go, this is it, I can feel it. Head nice. Good, come on, come on, come on. Oh, you know what, I'm pointing. He thinks I mean exit. No, you gotta do it again. Hey, Steve, you gotta go through twice. Twice. But I told you guys I felt it. That was it. He just thought he had to go out. Got Poppa D here. Good. Good, 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 good. See, coming out of the lean. I'm gonna make him come out of the transition earlier here. Come on, come on. Gotta go through twice, Poppa D, twice. Gotta go through twice. But he had it. See, like Jerry here. That's once, and that's twice. 2 times. 2 times. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Oh, too wide. Yeah, that turn was too wide, so he was going to really have to lean it to make that next turn. Stay at that speed. Stay at that speed. Good, 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 good. Come on, come on, come on. This is it. I feel it. Head and eyes. Come to me. Come on, come on. One more time, baby. Head and eyes. Good, good, good. Come on. Look at the exit. Good job. Your clutch is smoking. The clutch is smoking. Let it rest. The clutch is smoking. All right. Good, good, good. Good transition. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Transition. Good head turn too. Snapped it. You're good. Oh, you had it. You had it. You looked at that. That's why that happened. He looked right at this cone. Nice and smooth. So you can hear what Jerry's doing is when he gets into the turn, he's using momentum in here. And when he gets to the turn part of it, if he needs a throttle, you hear his throttle go up. Then when he doesn't need it, he goes out of it and he just coasts through. Good. Good. Good, good. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Turn him. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. Head and eyes. Keep it loaded. Ah! Don't look down. One more time, Steve. One more time.
Look at that green cone. That's what I keep reminding myself.
One more time. Keep your eyes on the green cones. That's it. Green cones. Good. Keep it loaded. Green cone. Good. Good. This is it. Too much speed. Too much speed. Too much speed. That's what it was. All right. All right, guys. We're going to move on to exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Outstanding job on that. It's so funny because Steve is beating himself up, and I'm just like, man, please. I mean, you're so far ahead of this game. That's just a matter of time. Because you and Tim, you did it once, and then I realized, oh, they think you're supposed to do it once. No, you got to do it twice, like Jerry was doing, so I can't give you a ka-ching. Anyway, great job, guys. Great job. Now, this is exercise number 8. Offset double serpentine. There's going to be a lot of similarities in here. Like that exercise. Oh, how could I forget? Damn, I'm going to have to come out of this shirt. Steve, your head and eyes, when you were in here, oh my God, I saw the snap. Wow. That's excellent, man. Excellent. So all of the stuff that you're supposed to be doing, you have the concept. You're doing it, so that's good, right? And Tim, outstanding job, man. Outstanding job completing this thing. I'm not surprised. Now the green cones on these, I'm sorry, I'm getting a little ahead of myself, but the green cones, disregard them because those are for if people can't make it through the gate, they can go around the gate. That's not going to be an issue for any of you based on what I've seen. When you guys come into this exercise, see how my motorcycle is? By the way, it's this gate, that 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 gate, exit. You see 4 cones, that means an entrance and or an exit. The reason my motorcycle is like this and not like this is because it's easier to come in here. As soon as you guys come through this gate, it's going to be like we're in exercise number 5. Immediately, I want you to dip to the right. And don't dip slightly because I don't want you going straight for the gate. It's still possible, but if you go straight for this gate, you're going to have to do a hell of a lean to still be able to make it through this one. A lot of times people end up right here. And now they're approaching this gate like this. So we're not doing that. We're basically doing figure 8s again. Come in here, dip to the right. Head and eyes, look at this gate. Hold it. Hold it. So now I'm coming through this gate like this, not like this. When I get to this gate, head and eyes, I'm going to look at the gate I came from. And I'm going to hold the turn. Hold, don't start looking over here. No, hold it. This is all about angles and timing, because if I hold this too long, now I'm gonna go beyond the outside line. I don't wanna do that. Head and eyes, look at that gate, and hold the turn. And when you get to the gate, look where you came from. Continue to hold it. I know you're gonna wanna go like this. Don't, hold it, hold it. Transition. At no time in this exercise are your handlebars straight. Turning, turning, head and eyes, turn, head and eyes, turn. Never straight, if you're doing it correctly. Now, if you're going real slow, yeah, you can, then you're going straight, but that's not what we're doing. So I'm gonna run through it that way, then I'm gonna come back just going straight to the gates. So it's possible, but it's more work. Dip. Head and eyes, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Head and eyes, dip. Head and eyes. Look back where I came from. That's all we're doing. Now I'm gonna go right to the gates. Way more work the other way. So you're transitioning slow. And you want to keep your speed up. Remember, you can't lean if you're going too slow. Right here, Poppa D's going too slow, but he's doing good. There we go. Keep it loaded, hold it, good, transition. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Oh, he held that one long. Held it too long. But he still make it through the gate. Just a little bit over the line. There we go. Keep it loaded. Hear the chug-a-lug? I don't want to hear it. Now see how he's right on top of this? This is going to get tighter. See, now he's over that outside line. Because he's not holding the turn. There we go. He's done. Jerry's going to breeze through this. There we go. Hold it. See, it should be swooping. That's how it should look. Out, swoop in. Good. Hold it out. Head and eyes, good. Swoop in. And out, good. Excellent. Hold up, Steve. All right, what happened there?
Tight.
Why is it tight? Exactly. Make sure you come out. See how Jerry was doing that? It's a swooping thing. Boom. Head and eyes. Boom. Boom. That's what you're doing. You're going like that. Tim, you got to get your speed up just a little bit, but that was good. Still not coming out as much as I would like. And that's why that's tight. It's just going to get tighter and tighter. See, now he's right on top of it. And it starts right from the beginning. So now he's past the next gate. Yep, same thing. Right here, no lean for Tim. So without the lean, this turn, the radius is going to be wide. And if it's wide, this happens. Okay, so both of you guys are doing the same thing, and that's why you're getting caught. This is just like the single serpentine. When I said, listen, if you start right on top of that cone, you can't lean as much as you would be able to if you didn't, and eventually it's going to get tighter. So right from the start, you're dipping, but you're dipping like this. And then you're going straight for this gate. come all the way over here. You should be coming through this gate like this. And because you're not, when you get to this gate, now you're all the way over here. And you shouldn't be here going to the gate. You should be all the way over here. That's not going to happen unless you really lean or if you go out wide. So just keep going wide. So even on the second turn, don't come here. You should be over here. Now his turning radius, the bike is, everything's tighter. So it's easier for him, but he's still doing everything proper. You can see his bike is, when he turns his handlebars to go here, he's right there. Boom. He's falling into it. Show him how it's done, Jerry. Look at the fluidity of his motorcycle. Dip. And he holds the turn. Now I want you guys to go even wider than him. Looks really good. Go ahead, Steve. Come to me. All right, you went too fast. All right, you go, you're good. Good. Hold that turn. Hold it. Too slow with the transitions. Hold that turn. Hold it. Hold. Transition. Transition. Transition's got to be quick. There we go. Just like that. Hold it. Transition. 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 There you go. He worked it out. Dip. Dip. There we go. Hold that turn. Hold it. Slow down. Too much speed. So now he's right back where he was before. So you can undo it. If you start out right, you can undo it right at the first turn. Too much speed. Took him out wide, and now he's right over there. Dip, dip, hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. Got to transition faster. Hold it, transition. Hold it, transition. Good, hold it. Oh, transition. Transition. So remember, when you go through these first cones, it's like the single serpentine. It's quick. Bam, bam. That's what you're doing. Good. Transition. Keep it loaded. So he's too much speed when he comes through the second one. Very nice, Jerry. Good. Ah, straightened out right there. But you can still work it out. There we go. Nice recovery. And he's good. Woo! So this is really about, it's about angles and it's about timing. And by timing, I mean, when do I transition? The issue you're having is even when you come out wide and you start out good, you're coming from like right here, perfect. But then when you get right here, you have this burst of speed and it's pushing you wide. Now, you may as well have come the other way because you're right back. But how you fix that is slow down, lean, hold it even longer. That's what Poppa D did down there. He was screwed up. He was right here. So on the next turn, he held it to bring him out wide. So you can correct it. You can correct it, but just be mindful. Don't go through this too fast because it's making your turn like, woo. All right, let's try it again. Good. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. There we go. Transition faster. Good. Hold it, transition. Good. Hold it, hold transition. There we go. Hold it, transition. Now we cook it with grease. That's the best one so far. Beautiful. Come on, Tim. All right, so you were up there and you ended up being right on top of the cones. But excellent job. You corrected it. How did you correct it? The next turn, you held it out and went wide. Put you right back on track. That was excellent. There we go. Transition. Good, transition. It's about timing. When do I make that transition? If I do it too early, I'm right on top of it. If I do it too late, I'm wide. Keep it loaded, baby. Tim's got to keep the speed up. See, he's straight up right here. I'll take it. All right, Steve. Good. See, I like him to hold that a little bit longer. Hold it. Transition. There we go. Hold it, transition. Ah, he got stuck in it. That happens. Steve, do it again. One more time.
You got it, man.
I'm going to walk with you the whole way this time. If I don't say transition, don't turn the handlebars. And when I say it, turn them. Good. Head and eyes. Transition. Good. Keep it loaded. Hold it. Transition. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Keep it loaded. Turn it. Now turn. Start over. Here's what you're doing. You're trying to will this motorcycle through the turns. You're like this. And you're still leaning with the motorcycle. Remember, you counterbalance. All right? All right. So when you come through here, I still want you to come out wider. Trust me, you're going to be fine because you're going to come out wide and you're going to turn these handlebars like you're the boss of that motorcycle. Transition. And this is the turn that keeps getting you. You get here and then you go real wide. Just hold that turn. Hold it. Keep it loaded. Listen to the throttle. All right, let's do it. Last time. We got this. And then Barbie CVO is going to go. Show you guys how it's done. Good. There we go. Hold that turn. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Transition. hold it, hold it, hold it, transition. Hold it, hold it, hold transition. Hold it, hold it, hold, all right. I don't think you really need this, but I want you to do it anyway. Do it going around the green cones.
Go around them on the
Yeah, so in other words, when you come through here, don't go through the gate. Go around that green cone, then go around this green cone, then go around this green cone. It's just giving you a little bit more space. Okay. But do it the same way. Don't go right to it. I want you to go out, hold it, all that stuff. Dip, dip, go around that green cone. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Go around that green cone. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Go around that green cone. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. There we go. Good, hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Good. That's how wide I want you to go. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition. Hold it, go around the green one. All right. But see, because his transitions are slow, he's making these lazy turns. And that's what's, it's always gonna make it wider, which is gonna make this exercise tighter. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 9, the Snowman. Not abominable today, it's the Snowman. All right, guys, last numbered exercise. Well, actually, last exercise because there's no bonus today. But we are still going to do a slow ride. I'm sorry, a slow race and a follow the leader. Okay, this is the Snowman. Again, not abominable. And Tim said it is for me. Well, it really isn't, because the beauty of this is there's something in here for everybody. That's what I like to say. This first circle is 27 feet. Now, keep in mind, a circle's tighter than a box. So you guys are making great U-turns over there. But your U-turns are good enough where this is going to be nothing for both of you. I'm telling you, unless you mind screw yourself, this is nothing for you based on what I've seen. Because in the figure 8, when you made that first U-turn, if you just would have kept that, you're right in there. This is going to help that happen. That whole hold it thing, that's all this is. You come in here, don't rip yourself off. If you're going to make a left turn, don't start here, because then you're going to have to make that up here. Bring your wheel past this cone right here. Now, if you're riding the road glide, you have no clue where the hell your front wheel is because you can't see it. So you have to guesstimate. When I had Mike out here riding and wrenching, he would have bet his house he was right on that cone. He was all the way over here. So not only do I want you to bring your wheel about right here, I don't want you to commit to the turn from here. Because if you do that, now you gave this space up. You're going to use all the space. So when you commit there, hug these two cones. And when you get right here, now you can commit to the turn. Now that's not important for Jerry in this circle. But as you move up further, yeah, you don't want to be giving up space unnecessarily. I'm just showing you how not to give up space.
So are we entering it here and going over, or coming in here?
If you want to make a left turn, you come in that way. If you want to make a right turn.
But so you say committing, am I coming to this cone here, or am I coming to this cone here?
You coming to past this cone right here.
But that cone's going to be right beside my bike. My front tire, yep. I want my front tire here.
Yep, someplace in this vicinity. No, and then commit. Hug these two cones. I mean, not commit. Hug these two cones. All right. And when you get up here, now you commit to the turn. Head and eyes, blah, 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 blah.
And I'm looking for that?
If you're going to go to the next one, go around, head and eyes, look at these green cones. The green cones are just showing you there's a gate. Go through the gate, same thing. Now, when you come through here, you come to this cone, put your front wheel right here, and then hug these two cones, and then commit, and hold it, hold it, hold it. Now, if this is the tightest you want to go back out, and then exit. But if you want to keep going, like Jerry, I think Jerry did it 16 times already since we've been here. I didn't see him do it, but I'm wondering if I should have put that 18-foot one up there. What do you think, Jerry? All right. Yeah, that's Barber CVO. Hug these two cones, commit, head nice, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Any questions? All right, let's do it. If you don't want to do the whole thing, there's no pressure. Do the first circle and go right back out if you want. Good, commit, commit. Now this is his strong side. Nice! Nice, Poppa D. He actually did that tighter than he needed to. Woo! Kickstand. Kickstand. Let it rest. You're smoking that clutch. Smoking the clutch. Good. Good. Hold it. Hold it. Early. You're early. You're good though. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Very early on that one. You're looking right at him, but you started early too. Nice, Jerry. Smooth. Very nice. Counterbalancing. A little fast right here, but he's got the speed for it. I mean, he's got the motorcycle for it. Woo! The bike's not smooth. Jerry is smooth. He's making the bike look smooth. Early on that turn. He can still make it, it doesn't matter. But if he comes in here and he's early, there we go, that's better. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Steve! That was excellent. Jerry transitioned from the offset 17 right into the Snowman. And if you're doing these all together, that's how it would be, back to back. Do them back to back. So this time when you were in the top circle, you didn't waste that space. You went all the way to the right, and that's why you made that successfully. I think you were so happy about that, you were like, screw the rest.
I forgot when, I couldn't figure out when it's out.
All right, let's do it. Good. You're looking at him. You're looking at him. Slow down. Oh, very early. Still made it. Wow. All the way over. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. All right.
Whoa.
You had it, man. Sometimes I say head and eyes to people, and as soon as they look, they forget about the, you know. Oh, this is new. Never seen that way.
I've had practice.
But let me tell you something. You came in this circle and you turned so early. Like you turned from right here and still made this turn. This is why I know you can make that. I mean, very impressive, man. Like most people, you start that early, it's like, no, ain't gonna happen. Wow, man. Awesome is the word. All right, we're gonna move on to follow the leader, guys. No bonus. Wait, does anybody want to try the keyhole?
I'm good.
All right, hey, look, hold up.
That helps a lot.
I don't have a sticker from you, do I? You giving out stickers to strange kids? Where's my sticker? I saw a video, Tim sitting in a damn gas station on the ground, giving out stickers to strange kids. I don't have no sticker. All right, guys, follow the leader. This is very simple. Now, I used to use mulligan rules, but when I had large groups of people, I cut that crap out because otherwise we're out here all day. But I'll leave that up to you guys. If you're out, do you want to just be out or do you want to have a mulligan?
What's a mulligan?
A mulligan is a second chance. Little league rules. Everybody's a winner.
Baseball. Or golf.
Thank you. Yeah, golf. So I'll leave that up to you guys. If you're out, or you get to come back in.
I say mulligan.
Mulligan.
Mulligan? All right. How many mulligans?
One.
One mulligan. Okay, here's the rules. Listen carefully, because a lot of people, it's not skill. They get eliminated because they weren't paying attention to the rules. It's follow the leader. I'm the leader. Do what I do, and do it the way I do it. So what I mean by that is, if you hit a cone, you're out. Pull into the middle of this parking lot, right here. We're going to do one circle around you, honking our horns. As soon as the last person passes you, jump back on. That's your mulligan. Okay. If you put your foot down, you're out. If you touch the front brake, you owe me 10 push-ups and you're out. When I do right turns and left turns from a stop, or any place I stop to make a turn, you stop where I stop. If you're not sure where I stopped, I'll tell you, okay, move up, whatever. But if my motorcycle is in the middle and you decide to be over here, because you can clearly see that, you're out. I'm going to tell you to go to the middle, one circle. When we're on the concrete, if you run on the grass, any of the grass, you're out. Any questions? All right. All right, so I'm going to be wearing a 360 camera. So we go by the honor system here. If you did something, which I should be able to see everybody, it's only 3 of them. If you don't voluntarily go to the center and I miss it, when I'm editing this video,
You want to find it?
I'm going to blow you up. Zoom in, I'm going to freeze frame it. And you know what's funny? I say that all the time. But when I'm editing these long-ass practice session videos and I get to the end and catch somebody, I'm not doing the extra work. But I will do it now. There's only 3 of us, so.
I'll tell you what, these places are beautiful.
Poppa D rides. All right, guys, it's time for the slow race. But I told you, well, I didn't tell you, but I did tell Tim and Steve that we were going to get invaded later on by some Indians. And that's exactly what happens. They're V.I.Preloaders. We got Finesse the Challenger right there. We got JT. And we got Chris on this brand new pretty Chieftain. Icon. You don't even have to say it. Just, the color will tell you it's not a regular Chieftain. Right? Blue specs on it. All right. Guys. Slow race. Jerry, I'm letting you know you're the favorite. So if you beat them real bad the second time, we're going to have you start up here. I'm just letting you know. All right? All right. Rules are simple. You guys are in a lane. You stay in that lane. If you touch this line to the left or to the right of you, just stop right where you are. Okay? You're done for that race. If you put a foot down, you're done. If when I say on your mark, get set, go, and you're still trying to figure it out, you still got your foot down, just stay there. You're out. All right? Go means pick your foot up. When I say go, foot up. Any questions? V.I.Preloader, start your engines. On your mark. Get set. Go. Chris is out. Finesse is out. Stop right there. All right, Jerry, you got it. Go. Finesse again, out. One more time. Move up. And keep going. Keep going. All right. Handicap. On your mark. Get set. Go! Jeremy's bike is smoking. I saw it. It's anybody's race now. Did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely.
You rated yourself what when you came here, 1 to 10?
3.
Any change in that number?
I'll give myself a 4.5, maybe a 5.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
so
more than once you were like, yeah.
Well,
so and that's what I want. I want you to feel
got
better.
a lot more confidence today than I had prior to this. Anytime, actually.
Absolutely,
so.
And it shows. It looks good on you too. And the fact that I made sure when I said I'm gonna make that 18-foot turn, I'm gonna do a right one. And when you go back and watch this video, you weren't way off either. So that's saying something. Sometimes people do better with follow the leader for whatever reason. Always a pleasure, brother.
Absolutely, sir. Thank you.
Jerry said, I'm tired of beating these guys, so let me activate the smoke. And he just stopped and said, let him have it.
Hey, I was thinking about getting a fan put on that thing because I like to work in a parking lot.
Oh, yeah?
Do,
okay. Yeah. You're right.
But she's doing good. I don't know if you could tell, but it felt... See, I don't have a lot of time in that saddle, but it felt like I smoothed out over the course of the day.
Listen, I've said multiple times that, like somebody, I forgot who it was. Oh, it was Barber CVO 19. He said, damn, that motorcycle is smooth. I said, no, Jerry is smooth. He's making it look smooth. And anytime you were doing anything that required you to lean and figure eight, the offset double serpentine, so you're saying for not a lot of time in the saddle, you're proof that the rules don't change. Once you apply the techniques and get comfortable, the rest is gravy, man.
Yes,
you enjoy yourself?
Oh, yeah, it was lots of fun, always.
You rated yourself a 6 when you came. Any change in that number?
Well, yeah, I'll make it a 7.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Give me the mic before you change your mind. Always a pleasure, brother. All right, so this is going to be an interview and an exit interview for Steve because Steve wasn't here for the initial interview. So, Steve, what's your name?
Steve Boston.
Where you from?
I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts, but currently reside in Palm Coast, Florida.
All right. And how long have you been riding a motorcycle?
3 months.
Wow. More importantly, how long have you been practicing slow speed riding?
Before I even got the bike in my head.
Beautiful. What are you riding today?
22 Street Glide.
Okay. And if you had to give yourself a rating, 1 to 10 in slow speed, what would you give yourself?
Now?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what would you have given yourself before today? I'll say.
A 0.
Oh, really? And
yeah.
How about now?
A 3.
Okay, so I'm going to disagree with his 3. So just to give you guys backstory, I know I said it already, but this guy has only been riding. You heard how long he's been riding. And today is the first day you've ever ridden on the highway.
Correct.
Because he was just trying to get everything together. And today he rode his motorcycle from Florida, 3 hours in the cold. And the goal was to get here and practice. So that's just awesome, man. His mind is in the right place. His priorities are in the right place. And he did awesome out here. I'm sure you guys can agree. Hope I see you out here again. I know it's not right around the corner from you, but
well, you will.
You're a V.I.Preloader, so anytime you want to come, I'll send you the email out. You let me know you're coming. Bam. We'll
Absolutely.
make it happen, brother.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man. All right, guys. Awesome practice session. Again, this is why I love South Georgia. 38 degrees when I first got out here. And right now it's 63 and it's still climbing. It feels great out here. I'm burning up in this shirt. But great time, great people as always. You guys know how we are in Preloader Nation, above and beyond personalities. But that's going to do it for practice session number 61. It's in the books. If you're wondering whose motorcycle this is, this beautiful Indian, you're going to have to check out Finesse the Challenger's channel because he's going to put a video out talking about this motorcycle and who it belongs to. All right, but it's so pretty. I wanted it here for my outro. And I want to thank the owner for allowing me to do so. Anyway, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to thank my VI Preloaders for coming out here and prioritizing how important this is, right? And also for picking up the cones for me. I highly appreciate that. Seat time doesn't equal practice time, guys. I always tell you that. It's not a cliche. I mean that. And if you have time to ride your motorcycle, you better make time to practice on it. Until next time.